What the fuck's happening, people? Welcome to the General Banter Podcast, being recorded on time on a Tuesday. It is currently 10:30 on the nose. Michael,
in the AM.
There's a fly in your juice.
Ah, fuck off.
There will be a lot of flies kicking about here because we're in the country, and the smell of shit does tend to coax out the old
blue bottles.
The blue bottles.
Oh.
So yeah, what do you want to talk about?
I'm
joking.
I'll play a fucking ready for more fly banter.
I'll play a fucking intro, sure, for fuck's sake. Jesus Christ,
General Banter Podcast with Colin Geddis.
Right about now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to get yourself and your soul together. This man will make your liver quiver. This man will make your bladder splatter. Let's all welcome the world's godfather of soul,
Colin Geddis.
It's Geddis, actually.
Geddis.
Geddis.
Geddis. Geddis. Geddis.
Fuck you. Marvellous. For the audio listeners, let's talk through our outfits today. Michael is wearing a very understated black top, but it's got a slight tail at the back here, so it's got a bit of added high fashion that would be it wouldn't be as prominent in plain sight. But however, check out the shoes.
Bam!
These are a high top Air Force One with a colorway of a black and
University gold.
University
trim.
gold, not mustard yellow.
Designed by myself. To the people that have been asking me on Facebook where I bought these fly kicks. I'm allowed to say that now. Fly kicks.
Fly kicks, yeah.
Sweet sneaks. I'm not sponsored by Nike or anything because I don't agree with.
Are you not?
I should be.
That's a fucking sin.
I should be. Just do it, boy. Just do it. Just do it.
Fucking do it.
That's done.
It's done. You're mad at it. Fuck's sake. Mickey plays a lot of basketball, and sometimes you need ankle support when you're absolutely just
Nothing but hoop.
Driving that ball into that net. Yeah.
Nothing but rim.
Nothing but nets. Want to catch them.
I fucking some Chicago Bull, that sir.
And moving on to my outfit, this is a Kiss t-shirt that I bought from Lidl because we were in one day probably buying vegetables. It's good for veg, Mick, you know.
I feel like we were in Lidl together when you bought that t-shirt.
Did you not buy one as well, like a band t-shirt? Someone else was there and bought like a band t-shirt.
There was another, yeah.
Maureen bought a Bruce Springsteen one because she's never listened to a Bruce Springsteen song ever.
Yeah.
But I bought this and I was like, this is great.
It is a nice t-shirt.
Thanks.
It's one of the very few that fit you properly, you know.
Really? What? You went this whole time? You didn't tell me none of my t-shirts fit me properly?
They do fit just nice. I like to be able to see a man's belly button through his top.
It's hot. It's hot.
It just looks good on him. It makes me want to... Stop it. We should tickle. Would you fucking jiu-jitsu-eyed me there.
Just went all black like a shark. The 25th.
You looked at me the way I look at pizzas.
Through a
I'm
letterbox.
gonna fucking destroy that.
On the 25th of July, which is 8 days from now, we're doing a General Banter live podcast at the Mandela Hall. Now, that is historic shit.
It really is.
Because shortly after that, there won't be a Mandela Hall.
Yeah, it'll be kaput.
Kaput in the skip
At the top.
is what it'll be. So we're going to do... I'm going to call it the last comedy show there. Some smarmy bastard on Twitter was like, are you sure it's the last comedy gig? I don't know if he meant, is your gig going to be comedy? Or he knows about another gig where there's a drag act from fucking Drag Race is on.
That's not comedy.
That's a drag show. Will you laugh? Maybe.
Tell you what that is, Colin. It's against Jesus.
It's like, yeah. You don't think me and Mickey can't tape our bollocks to our back?
We can't, because we've got hairy howls. Like men do. Like you're supposed to have.
Big hairy fucking holes to catch any drippings.
Shit.
It's like having hair up your nostrils. It's there to catch debris.
Wiping my holes like pulling Velcro off a cat. Sort of slack.
Wiping my holes like trying to wash bulk out of your own hair.
If you can't braid your dot, don't talk to me.
Imagine.
Like a Viking.
I've told this story before. I might have even told it to you, but I just remember being at Oxygen one time, and this guy Phil, who very dark, swarthy fella, and he everyone was like shouting all over the campsite, and he just shouted something like, yeah, and everyone looked at him, and he bent over and absolutely separated his cheeks, and there was like, you know, like like actual wads of like wet hair. You know what I mean?
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Do you ever know?
it wasn't like, oh, you can vaguely see a hairy hole there. It was literally like, you know, like he could have combed it into curtains.
like bits of lettuce.
Yeah, it's just fucking too much hair. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's got a hairy hole, but I feel like he would actually have to like put a clip in it to take a shit. Do you know what I'm saying?
Remember that, like the old photo of the weightlifter and his anus prolapsed.
Yeah,
and you see the hair
it's
around
in,
his
it's,
arse.
it's in my wallet.
But like the hair around it, and it's all wet. There's not like wet butt hairs. Like,
Why do you see his actual asshole?
maybe I was looking at something else. I don't know.
Yeah. So the tickets are on sale.
Fuck up.
Tickets are on sale from shine.net. And they're £1 cheaper booking fee if you get them online. If you can make it into a Ticketmaster outlet, you get them for face value.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So that's an interesting fact. And, you know, assholes are hairy. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm saying? So there you have it.
I can't wait.
Sale. We've got Lavery's tomorrow night. Are you about for Lavery's? I didn't even ask you. Like,
I know. I was noticed. I saw the poster go up and I was like, well. So you have Shane Todd. I know, yeah. Shane Todd, who doesn't shoot in 4K because he doesn't really look like that. He's not pretty.
Did he say that?
No, I've decided.
Like spreading rumors. What a weird rumor. You know, he refuses to shoot in 4K.
Yeah. He only has one nostril because he loves cocaine. He got the middle bit took out himself.
Oh, did he? He's just got one big nostril.
Yeah, just to save time. No, but I've nothing on tomorrow night. You know, as you know by now, Colin. Unless you booked the gig, I have nothing to do.
Do you want to MC it for real?
If you want to.
So I don't have. I'm gonna go on and do 9 minutes of new material whilst Mickey MCs the entire night. So there you go. Is that in stone?
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's on tape. Mickey's gonna MC, and then that's a nice little warm up. By the way, I don't think like, oh, I'll just go see him on Wednesday and then not bother going to the other show. Different shows, bro.
Different show altogether.
Different shows. One's an actual show. One's just a bunch of guys talking shite.
Yeah,
but it'll pass a Wednesday evening.
Oh my god!
Sure.
Like that last live podcast was one of the best gigs I've ever done, and I did the Odyssey Arena once.
It was honestly brilliant, and I did a podcast the other week, as I told you, with Matthew there from Best of Belfast, and I even said to him, I was like, it was fucking unreal. And he's like, man, I like that because there are a lot of people in this country just have, you know, a bad attitude when it comes to like just bigging themselves up and all. And I was like, it's not to do with bigging yourself up. It was objectively fucking ridiculous. And I wish I had clips to show off to you, but they weren't recorded correctly. You know what I'm saying?
Correctly.
We'll get this one recorded right.
Aye.
Start to finish.
And you'll know all about it.
I'd be all over the fucking place. In case people were like, oh, I don't know whether to go or not. You'll see the clips and you'll be like, oh, I should have went before they knocked it fucking down forever. You fucking waste of space bitches.
Yeah, what he said.
Mickey will be dishing out dick like a goddamn, like a waiter. Like a waiter with a tray full of hors d'oeuvres.
Dick for you, sir.
Do you want a dick mousse on a small cracker?
Dick.
Dick, sir?
Excuse me, sir. Dick for you, sir. And your lovely wife, sir. Dick.
Could I trouble you for a piece of dick?
Some dick.
Do you leave room for a small bit of dick? Don't eat too much. There's another round of dick coming.
You'll spoil your dick.
Too late. Too late. It's fucked. Things chewed to bits.
When's the last time you went swimming? About an hour ago. No dick for you.
Yeah, you don't want to eat dick on a full stomach.
You don't want to have dip on a dick, like a dip on a dick. A dip on a dick.
I'm going to die today. I'm going to die. Today I'm going to die. I fucking love that clip. Just scare me. Just scare me. Just scare me. So why hasn't no one made that into a song yet?
That would be, yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that. Let's mix it up.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Just kill me.
Just scare me. Just kill me. Just kill me.
I got bronchitis.
Do you remember that clip?
That's one of my favorites.
You know what this podcast is called? Old Stuff. Ain't nobody get time for it. Remix?
Yeah, I love the remix. It's actually not a bad.
Oh, really? Is it a good song?
Well, you know me. This is. I recently bought tickets to go see Nightwish when it was steaming. Who?
What's Nightwish?
Exactly.
The fuck is Nightwish, bro?
They're a very heavy
One
metal.
resident describes her horrifying experience when she
I said, oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
I forgot about it. Oh, Lord Jesus, it's a fire.
Then I ran out. I didn't grab no shoes or nothing, Jesus. I ran for my life. And then the smoke got her. I got broke.
No one talks about
Nothing,
Pharrell
Jesus.
Williams just walking past in the
I
background
ran for
there.
my life. And then the smoke got her. I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that.
What the fuck flavor is that shit?
Not nice flavor, whatever it is.
Up next, the latest clips. Chocolate rain. Charlie bit my finger. All the belters.
Getting all fat and sassy.
Getting all fat and sassy. I love that clip.
It's one of my favorites.
Getting all fat and sassy. I love that. Because she's just like, I mean, look at her, like, for the love of fuck.
First flakes fell. People in North Mecklenburg County prepared to be snowed in for the weekend, but agree a weekend wave of snow will mean less people on the slick roads.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
Do you know what I think she looks like?
Do you know what they cut her off at the start, before she started speaking? She actually went, I'm gonna smoke an absolute papoose load of crack, and then I'm gonna get all fat and sassy. They didn't keep that in. I'm gonna inject heroin into the vein of my puss lips, and then I'm gonna get all fat and fucking sassy. I'm gonna do a handstand with a goddamn funnel up my asshole and pour petrol into it, and then I'm gonna get all fat and sassy.
I love how she's Cat Williams in the middle of it.
Motherfucker. Pimping, Benson's pimping. I'm between the pimp and a motherfucker, we got bagels and shit. Between a pimp and a hard place.
That's what I call my gooch. It isn't.
Of snow will mean less people on the slick roads.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups and
Cook some soups.
Do you know, she always reminds me of, remember the guy in Scary Movie 2 with a wee hand? I'm sorry, child.
Take my strong hand. That was
Scary
the funniest
Movie
shit.
2, that's another old shit. What was that, 25 years ago?
I'd never seen anything as funny in my life. At
At the time, it was
Take
brilliant.
my strong hand.
I always know the bit with it.
How many times were you like, my germs? And like, shake your hand.
I get your toothbrush fanny coming through. You smell a fart? I didn't fart, promise.
There's a buzz from the phones just.
cook some soups. We'll probably sit around and cook some soups.
That's funnier than, fat and sassy to me.
Cook some soup.
Cook some soups. It's just, she drags it out so long.
And if you look at this woman, she's no teethers, so she's not cooking soup. She's opening cans.
I'm gonna bite some juice. I'm gonna chew some beers. And I'm gonna fucking nibble my way through some waters.
I'm going to bite off a big old chunk of gravy. Oh, an idea.
Alright, sorry, let's go to text. It's weird the way your texts pop up on my fucking thing. Cook some soups.
So yeah,
On the
25th
slick roads.
July.
We'll probably sit around and cook some soups.
Wait, that's way funnier.
Look at her wee eyes.
Eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
I thought it myself.
The amount of flies in here is fucking distracting. If one day, did I tell you whenever it landed on the fucking camera last week?
Oh, did it?
And some guy was like watching in his room. He's like, "You're gonna give me a heart attack," because he was just watching me and you, and then this fucking thing just appears.
I suppose you can just see it's all like,
Oh, it's giant.
the
Like,
expression on its face.
anybody get tear for it? I'm gonna cook some soups. Speaking of cooking soups, our boy Sean, our man in Vietnam, is coming home, and he's bringing
Yes.
broken rice and fish sauce and stuff like that. So
Class.
I will be cooking some soup.
And I'll be eating Burger King and pretending
I'll be
I'm just not hungry.
eating them Dominoes. I had a pizza the other night. Maureen was like, what was like out of the co-op, you know?
Yeah.
But they're the ones that are like £6 because they're fancy.
Aye.
And they're actually very nice. But I had like half of this pizza and was like, and now what? It really doesn't fill you. It doesn't do anything for you.
I'm the opposite. I ate it. As soon as I eat pizza now, I'm at the point where I'm just like, I'm gonna shit so bad tomorrow. Like, I had 3 slices of pizza last night after a wreck of pints and melted out of my butthole today.
I mean, I did. Here's the problem.
I have a real life girlfriend, can't believe it.
Like our fucking, you know, because we got the hob on the island now. It took a wee while to get wired up because fucking Maureen's dad decided to rip his bloody finger off. Fucking sick. Pay attention, will you? We've cookers need wired. So we had the oven, which we never use an oven anyway. Do you know what I'm saying? So we finally got it hooked up. So, but we're just eating weird. We're eating like all just random shit.
Yeah.
And not really eating properly. The shitting was off pattern. Then the other day I made, don't judge me, a vegetable lasagna because Maureen likes it. Right.
Oh.
And I had a good bit of that, but I also cooked a lot of chicken on the side. And the quantity and frequency of shitting has went up in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Just because we've eaten so much vegetables, you know?
Yeah. Your body's rejected.
Rejected it. Just shitting like a hippo.
Like a vegan. Aye.
You ever seen a hippo shit with its wee fan tail?
Fuck, I have, yeah.
I'm going to type in funny shitting.
Let's do that.
Funny.
For a wee change.
I'll tell you what I've been doing a lot of this week, Michael. Skipping.
Have you been skipping, have you?
I've been skipping, aye.
I noticed the rope when I came in the door there, Colin.
It's on the floor, and I'll tell you what, the £2, the £2 one is
way better than...
Yeah.
I'm using that one as well.
Yeah, because the other one's like leather, and it fucking hits the floor and bounces all over the place, whereas that one's just small.
Yeah. I spent 15 quid on one that had weighted handles, and it's a complete waste of time.
But I'll tell you what happened, though. My feet are fucking killing me.
Oh, you'll get used to it. Excuse me. I'm so
That's
sorry.
the thing I've noticed in the gym. Like, if I was doing, like, lunges or burpees or something like that, the bottom of my feet burn out so quickly.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have weak feet, Michael, you know.
I'm strong-footed now, you say, Colin. Don't even wear my insoles anymore.
Do you not?
Nah.
Are they in that shoe?
Nah.
Betcha they are.
They better not. It takes me an hour and a half to get them off because they're Velcro, but I swear.
Give me a
promise
picture. Is there Velcro on those?
No, there's wee straps.
Oh, fuck me. You know what you should do? You should get an actual basketball hoop at your man's house and just shoot hoops outside.
I'm 31 years of age. That's the saddest thing I've ever been told.
Maybe you can finally bond with your dad. Shoot some hoops. Imagine you just found out your dad was lethal at just shooting hoops.
He's lethal at shooting other things.
Oh, bros. If you know what I'm saying.
I would love to actually. I used to love basketball when I was a kid because of the movie Teen Wolf.
Not the movie Space Jam?
Nah.
Fuck
that.
It's fun. It's a fun sport. It's like of all the American sports, I feel like I could watch it because it's quick. You know what I mean? End to end. Pow, 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 pow.
Pow, pow, pow.
Gadunk.
Yeah, swish.
Do you ever see that sport where it's like trampolines and basketball?
Get fucked.
It's
Really?
it's called slam ball actually. But
have you seen Extreme Tag?
No. What's that?
So it's basically.
Watch this. This is slam ball. Pretty gangster tune. Big beats. The beats are fucking dynamite on this. Slam ball? Bro, this is not slam ball. This is
This is balls being slammed.
This is regular basketball.
Great slammer from last year's competition.
Gadunk.
That is class.
Now, how many people break their fucking necks off doing that shit?
Mason Gordon gets it. Curious to see.
You reckon you could do that with your gymnastics background?
He plays for the Steel his
Once.
first attempt.
And the floor would be broke, the net would be broke, and I would die.
No.
For Shakes. Shakes always known to be a Da Vinci of dunks.
A Da Vinci of dunks.
That's what I said about last shit.
I love when people say he's the something of something, and it never makes sense. He's the Leonardo DiCaprio of golf. The fuck are you talking about? I saw a picture the other day. Did you see it on my Instagram where it says like speed, precision beats power, speed beats whatever, that McGregor quote, and it was Leonardo DiCaprio in some movie hitting a punch bag, and then I wrote, and a 14-year-old with 2 striking classes beats the fuck out of Leonardo DiCaprio. There's nothing worse. What's worse than a film hard man? Like,
Aye.
yeah, bro, boxed.
What was I watching? What?
Ashton Kutcher, purple belt. He'd kill you.
Is he right enough?
Probably. Yeah.
Fucking hell. I was watching a clip recently of like doing Joe Rogan talks about movie stars that are legit.
Yeah.
Have we talked about this before? Is Steven Seagal legit?
I mean, he's definitely like whatever Dan in Aikido. The problem is
like Aikido legit?
Is Aikido legit?
No.
No? Is the answer?
Not, yeah.
Like, it's just, you have to look at like the UFC where people are professional fighters for a lot of money and you think to yourself, what are they doing?
Yeah.
And do those things, because you're not gonna fucking Aikido your way out of like fucking Daniel Cormier, for example, just taking you down and beating the fuck out of you.
I need to mix up my game. I've been called the Maya Angelou of Taekwondo and Lurgan. Because when I strike, it's like poetry.
They call me the Rosa Parks of Jiu-Jitsu because I won't get off the bus because I'm scared.
Maya Angelou would be turned in his grave, you heard me say.
Him. That's fucking incredible. McGregor's been hanging out with Putin. How do you feel about that?
I saw that. I initially thought, has that been fucking photoshopped?
No, he's probably just wanted it. They're probably just both at the World Cup final, and then they met, and he thought it'd be funny to piss off your guy Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's supposed to be fighting.
Khabib who?
Khabib Nurmagomedov. Did you ever see the video of him fighting a bear when he's a child?
Get fucked.
Khabib Nurmagomedov. Khabib bear.
Is McGregor going to fight a guy who once fought a bear then?
Essentially. I love that they play the real fucking like. How many times is that music played under a motivational video?
Aye.
Do you know, like, what is life? You only get one shot at life.
Be like water, my friend.
What is reality?
That's the cutest
and
thing
then
I've ever seen in my life.
There's people like working jobs and stuff. Are you stuck at your job? Are you unhappy? And then guys in the gym, you can bench press your way out of this misery. So that's him rolling around with a bear that's probably got no teeth. But he's a beast, like.
Yeah.
You know, Khabib. But the problem is...
And is McGregor the same weight as him then?
Yeah, they would be. But that's the age-old conundrum of striker versus grappler.
Aye.
Because what's going to happen is our boy Khabib there basically takes everyone down and fucks them to death.
Yeah.
Just sits on them, punches them. And his wrestling pressure is so heavy, no one can get up. But in a lot of fights before where he's fought like your guy Michael Johnson, I think his name is, or something. Not the guy we know.
Aye.
That'd be weird. Black guy. And they're like fucking punching. They're like stand-up fighting, obviously, and your guy caught him a bunch of times. So what they're saying is if McGregor's gonna hit you a few times on the feet, you're not gonna be able to take the shots that he'd hit you with.
Yeah.
So it's whether or not he could just keep him from taking him down and just pick him off with punches.
McGregor hasn't fought in a year with this, like, has he? Almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
What was the last fight?
Pretty much, and I feel like the longer he leaves it, the dodger it's going to be. His next fight probably will be this guy, Khabib's.
Imagine the fucking language barrier between Putin and McGregor.
Well, I was just thinking, like, there's so many hangers on with.
Who the fuck is this guy? I love your work.
So I was thinking too. You'll do fucking nothing. You'll do fucking nothing. Huh? You're just coming out with all this shit.
Up to there. Fighting out of shit.
I did not come to take over. I did. I take everything. Fuck you.
Do you have homosexuals in your country? We kill them here.
Your Kurt Young Kevin brother faggot. We kill him. It's fine.
This fucking Polish cunt keeps talking.
Oh, McGregor, that's the story.
The only reason I'm here is so I fucking love Lidl, man.
What's the fucking... When one of us goes to war, we win. That's not the quote, I know. When one of us goes to war, I kill everyone. with bomb.
Don't go to shops in England. I will radiate your food.
You go for latte, dead.
Conor McGregor, drink this tea.
We call that shit where it's like you just have to walk past it and you're dead. The stuff that they found in England. What do you call that shit?
Ah, fuck. I can't remember.
How scary is that though? Because it's not like these people are being poisoned. They're like, oh, there was just a wee bit lying beside something, and you just fucking.
Well, do you remember
die.
we watched that thing with the fucking what do you call that guy? The Iceman. What was his fucking name? And he had a cyanide spray.
Richard Kuklinski.
That's the one. Mm-hmm. And he would just pretend he was sneezing, and just spray the stuff in your face, and like 3 hours later, you just go like, oh
yeah, it's fucking terrifying.
It's fucking nuts.
There's a lot of shit like there was like neurotoxins.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of snakes have them. Especially like underwater snakes. Why have I a knowledge of snakes? Used to have to.
Aye.
A lot of sea snakes will bite a thing, and obviously it's the sea, so it has to fucking die like almost immediately. Like, so they'll bite it, and the fish will just go dead. But a lot of those things, it bites you, or if they take it out and they can fucking sneeze it in your face, you're like, "What's that?" Dead.
Farts.
Like you just stop breathing.
It.
You just stop breathing, die. Ugh. I don't know whether that's a good way to go. Like, there's two types of like venomous snakes, where it's like those ones that bite you and you die straight away, or the ones that bite you and you just rot. Basically,
yeah. See, let's not do that.
We could have a round of Colin Google's gross things. Some guy told me to do that one day, and it was like was it like a guitar player from some band died from this flesh eating thing, and I googled it, and I was like literally traumatized for about half a year.
I remember what the fuck was I listening to the other day? It might have been Joe Rogan again, and he was talking about.
You listen to wee sneaky Rogans on the side.
Watching wee clips, just.
You don't
I don't watch. I don't listen to the whole thing. I don't have the attention span. But
let me just make this story way more epic.
I thought it was kind of funny how I've realized in my 30s how my brain works.
Yes.
Listen to the podcast, and we're talking about bears fighting humans. Yes. I've often thought a bear and a human shouldn't ever meet in the ring, but Mr. Rogan mentioned about it. It was a photo of a guy who had been eaten by a bear, found in the wild, and he described in great detail.
Is this the guy that
the injuries?
The guy that survived, and he's walking along like.
No. This dude was dead as fuck. Like,
oh yeah.
But it just shows you how my brain works, because I image searched it, saw the photo, and straight away I went, the size of that guy's dick.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like.
What'll I type in here?
How many gross things? I don't know. Bear attacked victim. I don't know.
I'm gonna be sick. So there's a guy fully nude, is there?
Well, the bear's eating half of him, and then like. Is it this guy?
Oh, I forgot to click on that shit. Oh, yeah, there is a bit of dick there. In fairness.
Maybe it's not that one. There was one. They blurred his dick out. Have they blurred his dick out? That's disrespectful.
Oh, boys, dear. Oh, there?
Yeah. Like the bird got to his dick, I was like, I couldn't finish that.
Where the hell? Legs getting apart by dogs?
There was dogs at that. Fuck me.
Imagine. He's got a decent soft hang on him there. This music is not adding anything to this. That is. Imagine like just the reality of knowing that something's.
Because you'd be alive when that's happening, wouldn't you? Like. Oh fuck! That's not the.
His cock is out as well. I mean,
Christian Talbot.
Jesus. With some decent. That's the video where the guy gets attacked by the bear, and he's just walking along. And well, all the vitals are intact, and his fucking ears hanging off.
Jesus Christ!
Is that the dude there? Oh boy, he's a deer. You see, the problem is with your head. And I have a large scar on my head. The skin is pulled so tight that like, if you just fucking hit it with a fucking knife like that, dink, it would open like an oval shape. Look at that guy's fucking legs.
Oh, that's mental, isn't it?
Just ripped apart. That would scare. I mean, if you follow that Nature is Metal page on Instagram, where it's just like,
wouldn't make that go away with it.
What?
We've been hung over here.
Let me get a look at his dick one time. Look at this. Look at the dick on. But
and circumcised as well, I see.
Down to the bone, like. But on that Nature is Metal thing, see when you see like hyenas,
yeah,
like they're just
ripping shit apart, like
they're just wee bastards. Like. They're all just like, oh look over here, and one of them eats your asshole.
Do you remember that clip? Was it last Christmas or something, where the wee lad got like a PS4 or something, and got excited and scared his cat, and the cat ripped his fucking ear off.
I did see that.
That's
yeah.
like,
but he wasn't even a kid. He was a fucking grown man.
yeah,
Like. And the cat just went, confusion. That happens.
like,
that happens to. There was a video of. I want to say, I could be wrong. I want to say they were doing like the ice bucket challenge or something, and this big fucking. Do you know what an American bulldog looks like? Kind of like a heavy boxer.
yeah,
Type vibe, and this woman was like poured the ice over her head, and she was like a wee kid did it. I think I could be getting this all wrong with as far as I remember, and she's like and starts screaming and some other commotion.
Yeah,
and the dog just gets confused and jumps up and bites her fucking face.
Jesus Christ,
that does happen with certain dogs. Like they don't know what happens and they just fucking attack the closest thing. Like I've seen like. Yeah, whenever they used to have like 3 dogs down there, and like I've literally remember when they had Lemmy, the wee tiny Jack Russell. He fucking got up and barked at a cat or something, and Molly, the other Jack Russell, fucking near at him.
Aye, just from the change of pace, like the
I don't know, just shocked her, or she was like she thought he was being aggressive or something, but just jumped up and they fucking bawled over, and then he was such a wee bitch. He always just ended up on his back going. And she was like, "I fucking right, bitch, run this motherfucker." Suck my dick.
It's fucking terrifying.
But sometimes they just get confused by what's going on and just go at something. Do you know what I mean? It's weird, fucking scary as shit.
Like, my mate is a collie, which is just like old, but especially like once it gets past bedtime, if you're drinking in his house, once it gets past like the dog wanting to go to bed, she's just like fucking like. But when you see. You're like, how big your teeth are. Like, I think I've said this before. Like, she was licking her lips and then growling at me, and I was like, you're gonna eat me. Like,
also, fuck dogs like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck those dogs.
Like,
yeah,
straight away.
But yeah, we were around Maureen's cousins there, and I was telling you their dogs they're just staying with their parents for a minute till their house gets built. And there's a farmer up the road, and one of the dogs went missing. And they're like, "Where's this dog?" or whatever. And then a few days later, 3 of his dogs came down and just fucking attacked their wee tiny Jack Russell, ripped it apart pretty much in the fucking driveway in front of everybody. Like,
fuck.
So then they realized, oh yeah, these dogs have obviously killed that other fucking one dog at some stage as well. But like, and then Kieran said he went round to the house to fucking be like, "Your dog's just fucking," and he said the dogs were like rolling on their back, like playing with them.
Aye.
And you're like, how weird is it that they would just go mad after one dog, rip it apart, and then the humans, they're all like, "Hello."
Aye. Well, it's because they're fucking...
And he was like, "Don't fucking roll your back here, I'll stamp in your fucking head." He was raging, like, as you would be.
Aye.
And this, like, took it to the vets, and they were like, "Yeah, it's going to be like at least £800
to keep the dog alive, like
stitches alone."
Aye, fuck
before drugs and shit. And then he went up to the farmer, and he's like, "Your fucking dog's just it's like at the dog, basically. It's away to the vet." And he goes, and you'll pay for the fucking, you can pay for the bill as well if it fucking lives. And he goes, "Oh, I'll pay for half of it." And he goes, "Well, you can pay for half of it if you want, but you have to get these 3 dogs put down." And he goes, "No, right, I'll pay for all of it then."
It's fucked. Like, it's one of them things too with a pet where you're like if it cost, if I had £800 worth of injuries, I would like just put me down. But like
£800 worth of Nikes on your feet.
Yeah, but I would pay thousands to keep a fucking dog alive. Like I found out the dog I had with my ex-girlfriend ate an onion last week and had to spend all night in the vet, and I was like, "Fuck, I hope he's alright."
Sort of bitch ass dog eats an onion. That's sick.
Kind of, but all of them. You can't eat the acid in the onion or something does something to their stomach.
They don't just poke. Dogs poke at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, well, you must have had a whole thing. Couldn't get it all up. I don't know. Wasn't there?
Well, fucking retard.
No.
Sometimes I think I'd like a dog, but I'm not too sure. Not after the Manny situation where we had to fucking give it back after we fully adopted it.
It's fucking
But then
horrible.
again, it was going to be a fucking trouble dog, like.
You think so?
Well, it was just so... It wouldn't walk on a lead, like it was scared of a lead. It was just such a wee shit the pants, like.
Aye.
But it was nice, it was cute, like, once it was being friendly with you, but the rest of the time it was just like...
But it takes me a wee while to get,
pissing itself.
I actually found a photo the first night that we got our dog, and his ears were all back, and he just looks like he's like...
Yeah, what the fuck's happening?
Am I living here now? He's like, "Come on, Beb beside me. She can sleep in her room." Good boy, good boy.
Good boy. Fucking hell. Yeah, those... Yeah. What was I going to say to you? Have you seen Sicario? That's what I was going to ask you.
Do you know what? I started watching it ages ago, and I do this all the time. Where I'll start watching something like when I'm lying in bed and go, I'm going to fall asleep, so I'm going to put something shit on, and I'll come back and watch this whenever.
Yeah.
And then I just haven't got back to watch it again. But I've heard it's brilliant. Like,
it's very good. I thought it was just like a shitty action movie. It's actually fucking lethal. And then if you watch it, what says, how much does Benicio del Toro look like Brad Pitt?
I always think he's. See, like when I first saw
like
Snatch,
he looks like a sexier version of him.
In Snatch, I couldn't tell the difference between his character and Brad Pitt's character for ages, apart from the accent, obviously.
I heard a story once. Apparently, look at him there. Oof. Sexy young Benicio del Toro.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
Not a dry puss in the fucking country there. Jesus. What about like Hispanic people just being hotter than everybody?
Fuck. Selma Hayek, see, every time I see that woman on TV.
Every time she comes on TV, so do you?
I have to go and take my shoes off.
Just like, why?
I need to be barefoot to watch this woman.
What's her name?
Selma Hayek.
Yeah, she's hot as she is, like Ulta MILF 5000.
There's a clip of, and it's Jimmy Carr teaching her and Antonio Banderas to speak Scouse.
Why did you go all Banderas?
Antonio Banderas. It's fucking her in Puss in Boots, right?
Puss in Boots.
There's a point where I was watching it and I was going, how the fuck is anybody keeping eye contact with that woman?
I mean, seems like such a specific clip that you've revisited it many times.
I quite often just watch the best bits of Graham Norton and have wee giggled myself.
You fucking loser. Where would I find this clip?
Probably YouTube there.
Selma Hayek. And who?
Just say Scouse. It'll probably come up on it. There's the fourth one down, Jimmy Carr.
This one?
Yeah. Oh, it's not this clip. It's a different one.
No, the tits are quite conservative there.
But
Antonio Banderas, he's in the fucking George Clooney realm of like, everyone's like, he's gorgeous, and you're like, he's an old crispy man.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? He's not slinging
a lot of time for him though.
Do you know what I mean? Del Toro's burying dick all day.
Aye.
While smoking a fucking
have you seen any of the Expendable movies? No.
No, I have things to do sometimes, Mick.
In the Expendables 3, Antonio Banderas is fucking hilarious.
Boom, boom, ding, ding.
Oh,
She's
a desperado.
She is very attractive.
She's beautiful, beautiful.
What's the other one? Penelope Cruz. Nah, she can go fuck herself.
They're.
I mean, well, see if you think this is like sexist male fucking toxicity. Get your own fucking hairy-pitted, stinking, feminist, purple-haired podcast, because me and Mickey are going to talk about tits. Yeah!
She's had them. I think she's had work done though.
Who gives a fuck?
Because that's what I think I love about boobs. There's a point where a woman hits a certain age where her tits just start getting massive. Do you know, like when they get them big old milk titties?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, come on.
Like they've helped humans grow.
If you jizz on them, it would come back and hit you in the face.
Jizz back on you.
Oh, fuck me. What age is? I don't even. Is she like 28 or is she 60?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She must be hitting 50ish, is she?
I mean, dare I type nude after that?
Oh, it'll be there. I've checked. Oh, these aren't real. That one is.
Yeah, that one's real. Very attractive. I mean, that's definitely the look. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
I take my fucking shoes off here.
Like the sort of hot Spanish look is definitely the best look, isn't it?
I've always said if I ever met a Japanese girl with big ditties and a Scottish accent, I'm allowed to cheat on whoever I was getting. That's what when people have like celebrities you're allowed to bang, and like you can have 5 celebrities, but if I meet that one Scottish girl, like
alright, Mick.
Konnichiwa, big man. Like,
alright, mate, you wanna lead me?
You wanna have a look at my gi, son?
Oh, stick your dick on my asshole.
Man, this is dangerous. You can. I'm like, oh.
Tell me this, you like Mary Connery? That's basically an impression of the woman used to phone up looking for my ma. And I called your ma there. 2 seconds.
Matt, you and McGregor on the phone.
Rob C. Nesbitt's on the phone here.
That's who I meant. I was getting too mixed up. That first Star Wars movie was mind blowing for me.
Look at them big sandy tits. What's going on there?
That looks sore.
Oh, hold on. Who's that? I mean, you can't even be like a wee cute hot boy with those tits.
Aye.
You gotta be like, gotta have some rough hands. You know.
Aye.
A couple of elbows on your dick.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
You definitely need to have a.
You gotta bang her literally with like work boots on.
Aye.
Like
you need to own a hammer that's been worn.
Yeah, and that,
You know
that's
what I mean?
not a euphemism for
Yeah,
cocks
I mean
either.
like an actual yeah.
You better have like engine oil on your hands when you're
several drill bits just lying about. The
yeah.
Yeah.
You can't even be like cute. Sexy Love Island fuckboy. Where
Yeah.
You gotta get off a horse. You gotta get off a motorbike.
Yeah.
And then just rub WD-40 in your dick.
You need to have a hard hat that doesn't have your name on the inside of it. Everybody else's does have their name on the inside of it.
Yeah, but everyone knows it's your hat.
hard.
It's a different colour.
Yeah.
Yours.
Don't touch that hat. Why? Look at his wife. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't even jizz. You just wait till she comes and then
Yeah.
pull it out, shove it back in. Be like, another day, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, you've never been to the dentist, but your teeth are class. All dogs respect you.
They just shh. All dogs just piss themselves when they see you. Just when you jizz, it's in slow motion. Sounds like this. She's like, oh no.
Oh, Mickey. Fuck's sake, man. I've got karate practice later.
That is fucking desperado, man.
Sensei's gonna smell the fucking jizz on my face, man.
It's just Sandra Hayek.
Sandra Hilux.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man.
Oh,
I'm gonna kick you in the booby.
Was that an ambulance, bro?
Oh shit.
Well,
That was funny now.
have you seen that photo of all the flat Earth ones?
Yeah.
Is that real or what?
I don't know. I know some
How
of
can
them
they
look
look less? How can they look more like they're on fucking Men in Black and they're about
Aye.
to pull their face off?
There's definitely some very slopey foreheads in that photo.
Yeah, the cone head fucking alien.
So I was telling him, like my dad is heavily into his conspiracy theories to the point where he may or may not believe the world is flat now.
Okay.
And I was out. My cousin stayed over from England. We're out on, was it Friday night? Well, just went for a couple of pints in Belfast. And my dad was pointing out symbolism, right? This is how far I forgot to tell you this. It's not even that funny. This is how far into it he's got. He's pointing out these fucking, look at that, look, symbols, look at that. Oh, look at that, satanic, look at that. And then a Deliveroo driver was going up the street and a taxi driver opened his door and she like clattered clean into the door, went over the taxi door, landed on the fucking street in bits. And the whole street was like, fuck, did that just happened? And my dad went, anyway, look at that building. That's a fucking lizard. Look at that. You tell me there's that fucking lizard.
Where the fuck was this?
You had in the middle of town, middle of Belfast.
So someone wiped out a fucking.
And fair play to her, she was up and ready to kick the taxi driver's fucking.
Yeah.
Like. And all I could think was, I hope there's no food in that fucking.
I know somebody's fucking.
Somebody's Big Mac's gonna be all squashed.
Do you ever see? There was a movie about like couriers in New York. They literally just get fucking wiped out all the time. Like.
Oh, sure. Michael Smiley, he told me a story about
Look at
like
that,
breaking his nose.
Sorry, look at that fucking photo. Look at these.
That's insane.
Like they're all just going more sugar. Look at that one. You probably bucked her after Lavery's one time. Look at that one. Weird weird.
All very
Weird. What in the name of fuck is that?
That has to be Photoshopped. Like,
it has to be, because everyone there is an absolute inbred gremlin. We believe in flat Earth. Do you believe in flat Earth, mate?
Fuck. There's some people don't believe in Australia. Have you ever heard that part of like flat Earth people are like Australia's made up?
I mean,
it's not like I was there.
It's just like
I seen it.
I mean, there's all it takes is one Google, and there's just like a ton of fucking things.
Matthew Collins showed me, he was doing a thing over in Scotland with high altitude balloons.
Yeah,
and like showed me photos of the Earth that he had taken that day on a fucking balloon that he had made.
Yeah,
and I showed my dad the photos, and my dad went, "That's a fisheye lens," and you're like, "Fuck off!" Like,
yeah, but. I'm pretty sure a fisheye lens on a curved thing may actually make it look flat.
Well, see, there's some sort of weird thing where, and it's only come out, people have only got into it in the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years or so, where somebody took a photo of the horizon on a modern camera, and according to whatever way the fucking dimensions of the planet's supposed to be, it's like you should be able to see the curvature of the Earth from there, but that's not how not how vision works, is it?
Not really, and also eyes aren't that powerful, and you're so small on that scale. Like there's somewhere where they've got these power lines in the water, and they're like, these things are at the bottom of the ocean, but the above water thing has to be the same height because there's a power line on it, and it just goes like that into the distance. And then you've seen like there's a bunch of photos where it's like. They're like, here's a boat, here's another boat, and there's the fucking HMS whatever, which is whatever amount of miles behind it. So it's like that's the fucking horizon. You see the big boat like that, you see the other boat behind it, sort of like this, and the other one's a certain amount of miles behind that, and all you see is the fucking top of the thing like that.
Aye.
And they're like, it's floating too, but it's just far enough away over a fucking hump, basically. And then also the way sunlight hits ocean water. Do you know, like you see a sunset?
Yeah.
And the reflection is kind of like this. And the sun's kind of about there. You know, that's like your reflection.
Yeah.
That's not the way the reflection would be if that was a flat surface.
Yeah, exactly.
The light would actually be like, that would be the light, that would be the flat surface, and it would be like a torch. The light would be going back like that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
There's something like, there's some experiment you can do with like, and it's literally like put two sticks in the ground.
Yeah. And one of them's like that.
So many distance. And
one of them points out
the shadow goes. Yeah. Plus, if you look up at the sky with the telescope, Mars is round, so, and you can see that, like.
Yeah, and also an eclipse wouldn't look like a disc going over a disc. It would look like a fucking shelf.
Yeah.
Going across the moon.
But I think it's like with conspiracy theories. Once you go, fuck, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, theories.
It's a rabbit hole of you can ignore everything. Then,
well, of course, but like a lot of theories are theories because they sound half decent.
Yeah.
You know, you could be like, oh, well, that sounds probably quite, you know what I mean? That doesn't sound fucking too bad. But more than likely, why the fuck would you even bother lying about it?
Aye.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. It's fucked up. I don't even start my Colin because I'll start thinking about 9/11 and I'll get all angry. I mean, how did the passport survive? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's flat earth. Have you heard, we'll hit the question soon, but have you heard they're trying to donate money to Kylie Jenner to make her a billionaire, the youngest billionaire?
What the fuck are people doing? Like,
she doesn't need it. Do you know what I mean? It's like turning around to like some fucking porn star and be going, we'll raise the money to get him an extra inch on his cock, so he has the biggest cock instead of just a very, very big cock.
It's I don't know.
Unnecessary.
I don't get why anybody would be like, you should be a billionaire, just so you can do exactly what you've been doing in the last so many, like, fuck all. Like,
you don't do anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? You literally don't do anything apart from look hot, which is insane because you actually, it's not even like she looks hot. She just looks like a different person.
Did I see something about, did she bring out like a lip filler thing that women everywhere fucking bought? And then as soon as she'd made a fuck ton of money off it, she was like, I'm getting these out because it's disgusting or bad for you or something.
Yeah, something about, yeah, like the lip thing. Yeah, she was getting them taken out because she was like, oh yeah, the big lip look isn't in anymore. I think that's the way it's going to go. Though people are just going to do shit and then be like, oh yeah, it's the same way like just any fucking trend comes around. Like, have you seen those new Yeezys and stuff? It's the era of like the fucking ugly shoe. So like a lot of the new shoes are fucking. I know, but that's like an Air Force One is a classic shape of trainer, whereas like these new fucking Yeezys are terrible. Like these are like the coolest shit you can get. Look at that.
They look like
you probably actually, no matter how much money you had, you probably couldn't get a pair of those right now. Do you know what I mean? And
they look like something a doctor would prescribe.
Yeah, they look fucking terrible. The other Yeezys were a bit of a fucking, you know, like people weren't sure about them at the start, but it looks more or less like a normal trainer now. Do you know what I mean? You run around with the boosts on. They
look like something that fixes scoliosis.
Oh yeah, it looks like you wear that and then you wear another regular shoe on your other foot because you got one fucking leg shorter than the other. What do you see this? Fucking heap of bollocks. People are actually wearing these, like.
Do you know what the worst thing is? 6 months from now, we'll be looking at a pair.
I really don't know about those because look how big they are.
Fucking, right enough.
It looks like they've just taken the soles of like 15 pairs of shoes and just jammed them all together. That's hectic. Like,
can you make me a trainer that looks like a dessert? Yeah, I can.
That's just too much. Like the Yeezy ones, at a stretch, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, like I suppose if you had a pair of those, you could throw them on and a bunch of wee fucking nerds would be sucking your dick. Did you get the new Yeezys?
They look like, there's a photo of like New Balance. I remember I bought like whenever my wee feet were sore. I bought like retarded looking New Balance shoes.
Yeah.
That's what they look like that, but they cost about fucking 10 grand now, do they?
Aaron sent me a picture of these things, right? And he goes, what do you think of these? And where the fuck would I find these? Supreme Nike dad shoes. These things, if I can get a photo of them, would sit on the look at the fucking state of that. They would sit on a shelf in Sports Direct.
For years.
Till the end of time. And then Supreme puts the word Supreme on those, and people are like, look at those. Like, how many of those has your fucking dad thrown out over the years? They are hectic. They're also terrible.
That's a lot to look at, like, isn't it?
Just fucking, I mean, I don't even know what the fuck you'd be wearing with those to make them look hot. Look at those, bro. Hectic. It really, there is this just movement of just wearing totally bollocks shoes at the minute. Now, would I get a pair of those? Yes, I would. But yeah, it's so fucked up. And then McCann even put up a thing on his Instagram. We was talking about big dick energy. Do you see that?
No.
Also, Aaron, just have your fucking thing Aaron McCann instead of McCann Comedy.
And get rid of that fucking beard, mate. I'm only joking.
I'll be honest, I didn't mind the beard until you started wearing pink trousers, and now I'm like...
Is he? Oh, he's not, is he?
Shout out to Lids, somebody, and Nifty Genius for letting me go downstairs to their sample sale today. I've got pink pants now. If that ain't big dick energy, I don't know what is. So, have you heard of this, Mick?
No. Obviously not.
Big.
I just brought up the Expendables 3 and Scary Movie 2.
Dick energy. Let me see if I can get a Wikipedia fucking thing in this. So, it's basically like big dick energy, or BDE, is the confidence you got knowing you got an enormous penis. But you do it by doing things. You know what I mean? Like, you buy a pair of pink trousers because you're just like, I don't give a fuck, slag me off, got that fat dick anyway. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
I hate confidence.
I seen that. Well, you see, there's two types of confidence. There's like the over the top, projecting it outwards confidence. The real confident ones are people just don't say anything and just knock it out of the park.
That's what I mean. That's fine.
Yeah,
but it's the idea of fucking of swag upsets me. And I design my own trainers.
I mean, there's a guy. What's big dick energy? They're talking about Pete Davidson going out with Ariana Grande. But I don't see I mean, nah, not into it. She looks like a wee like a 13-year-old they let put lipstick on. Big dick energy. While you may only have learned the name recently, you'll almost certainly be familiar with the concept. What is big dick energy? Where did all of us... It all kicked off when Ariana Grande reportedly tweeted and hastily deleted about how generously endowed her fiancé Pete Davidson is. Despite Grande's deletion, he should change his second name to Grande. Pete Grande. The damage has been done on Twitter was abuzz with talk about the size of Davidson's manhood. He's 6'3" with dark circles. Exudes big dick energy, but looks evil. I don't even know what it means. Is it one of those things you just know it when you see it?
Yeah. See, this is little dick energy also a thing? Yeah, definitely. That's confidence. I have a wee dick, but I know how to use it.
Yeah, the little dick energy is the fake confidence, I think. You know, he's just all like, yeah, no, I'm very shy. Pulls out it.
But I would definitely trust somebody with little dick energy more than big dick energy. Big dick energy and not having a big dick. Do you know what I mean? Trying to have big dick energy is bullshit. But admitting,
he's got them flags on it.
You know, I have a wee dick when I'm energetic.
Yeah. Look at this smarmy, I've got a fat dick face. God damn.
I'd love to have a massive dick for a day.
I've thought about this before. If I could be hot as shit and die at about 35, I'd probably take that.
You think so?
Oh yeah. Just to be able to swan through life and be like, what's crack? And girls are just like, two girls are sucking your dick. And you're like, I don't even know I was that. I don't even know.
I was thinking that I've got to. I don't know if you're like this in your 30s now. I've realized recently I don't get like hard-ons anymore. Like
given to you, or
no? I'm starting to worry about my health because I've woke up a few times in the last couple of months without a boner, and I've been like, "Oh, something's up."
You old bastard!
Oh, mom,
yeah,
I don't have a boner. She's like, "Patty, wake up quick! Go to the hospital." But
drop the rosary round it.
I got to the point that like my boners are like whenever you eat too much at Christmas and you have to open your belt. Like my dick goes.
I'm not gonna move, but I'm very full.
She's I'm busting. I have to put a patch on it at night because it snores now. Like it's
one of those wee nasal stickers to hold the end of it open.
I miss having a spring in my cock.
Well, I absolutely do get boners.
Yeah,
and
of course you do. You've got that big dick energy.
I feel like I would take like whatever they give pedophiles when they chemically castrate them. I would take some of that just so that I could go about my day.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean? Instead of having to exercise the poison out of mine. Get behind me, Satan!
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Flagellating it with some fucking sticks.
You're going to love it whenever you get to my state of unhealthiness. Pissing your hand on them.
Where did I do that recently? Sat down for a shit and was pissing really violently, and I was like, where's all this warmth? And it was some, like the fucking, one of those fucking like toilet fucking like, it's like a wee fucking hook goes on the side, had just been moved around a bit, and I was pissing really hard against it, and it was just coming back over the top.
The time I was like right before a gig, really really nervous and had proper baby dick. I went for a shit and then pissed whatever pissed right over the seat on the back of my own jeans.
Oh fuck!
It's like, oh fuck!
Like, oh my god! It's a hard thing to see when you see like the pre-gig shits. Sometimes I get them really bad, and sometimes I'm grand. But like before you go on stage, and you're like, oh, I've already shot like a bunch of times today, and then you're like, I'll try, and then just your body is like, evacuate, and it just.
See, I'm not too bad with the shit that's pissing that gets me. Like,
oh, so here.
No, see, before gigs and that, I'm just like, can't stop pissing.
Jesus Christ. Just 100 pisses.
The amount of times I've been at the Edinburgh Fringe and I've pissed in a bottle behind the curtain.
It's funny because...
I then had to carry a bottle of my own piss out of the room. Like,
thanks guys, good night. Yeah. Do you remember
enjoyed the show, tweet me.
Do you remember in Edinburgh that time we're pissing in the cups behind the curtain because they had like the fucking beside the stage thing. Beside the stage, so you can walk out through the crowd.
Yeah.
So I had to wait in there and piss in a fucking...
And it was 2 full pints that looked like pints of white wine.
Mm-hmm. Good beer piss, you know.
Yeah.
And it was clear as shit. And it's funny because I was talking to Tom the bear about this one time, and he goes, "You think you need a piss? You think you need a shit?" And he goes, "The thing is, if you were doing a gig and someone shot you in the fucking leg, you could just tie it off and go and do the gig. Like, the adrenaline will sort of get
Definitely,
you through it."
because I was doing the Black Box last week. Thanks for everyone who came down, by the way. And was about to do my wee pre-show piss, and somebody was talking to me, and then they just brought me on, and I was like, "Fuck!" And I remember the first sort of 5 minutes or so being like, "I'm going to piss on the stage now. That's what's going to happen."
Yeah.
And managed to get through the hour, and was like, "Oh, I didn't need to piss."
I mean,
I'm actually dangerously dehydrated.
Sometimes you need to piss so hard that your body's been clamping it for so long that by the time you do piss, it just goes.
No.
And you're like, "What the fuck was this?" Look at my can. It's big dick energy.
Big head energy.
Big head.
Big dick heads you are in them pink trousers. Right, you'll never be able to show your face and thrown again now, sir.
Pink trousers.
I
was wearing pink shoes on Saturday night, and everyone was just like, "That damn shoes, no!" And you're like, "Hold on a second, you're the fucking weirdo,
no.
You country bumpkin pig
Remember
fucker."
that phase of like, it's not a pink shirt, it's salmon.
No,
everybody saying that. I had a cracking pink t-shirt.
This is pink fucking Ralph Lauren shirt, bro. Can't even afford this.
No.
Suck my dick. I'm also in school. Like, I don't know what's going on. Thanks. Thanks for buying it. Got some TK Maxx.
Who's Ralph Laurel?
But this dude was wearing like, this guy was like pink shoes and all, trying to take a photo, and I was like, "Mate, what? How is this worse than what you're wearing?" And he was the most basic. Like, I went into JD, I got a pair of jeans, I got a pair of Lacoste white slippers
and a karate belt.
I'm wearing pink fucking Janoskis, bro. And you got a pair of fucking wee Italian slippers that you wouldn't wear if you were sucking off a guy that owned a boat. Get the fuck out of my face.
Fuck out of my face.
And at the end of the day, it's alpha moves. It's alpha maneuvers, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, look at your pink shoes. And you're like, "Oh,
I'll choke you."
And then what?
That.
I just love
you're
that.
pulling one of these pink shoes out of your fucking hole.
I love that attitude. You know, when some people have a go at you online or something, you're like, "And now what? What happens now that you've said that?" And then what? Keep walking. Don't look back.
I'm gonna fuck your mom. That's just my favourite thing to say at the minute.
Do you know what would be big dick energy? In your tonsils.
Smashing off your uvula.
So first of all, Shane Todd. "Hey lads, guess what I'm doing on Thursday? Can I guess? You already know. Keen for the rest of the lads to get involved." Shane, just tell us. No one gives a fuck.
What's he doing?
Who cares? Join in. That's a
WhatsApp group banter.
Who's Kieran Bartlett? Just send me a link. Fucking Google it yourself.
You're holding a phone.
Googling isn't cardio. Just fucking Google it. Link me. No. Do it yourself. Everyone gather around and guess what I'm doing. No, just fucking tell me.
Aye. Oh, mind me eyes. That's going to shatter.
That's fucking, I'll break a pen. I got a whole bucket of pens. I'm balling out of control around this motherfucker.
Right, we'll do questions because all this talk about pissing makes me want to eat. Thirsty.
This is from BMCK89, the well-known. Podcast question. I'm a musician. There's nothing more annoying than when someone asks you for a song you don't know. Sorry, mate, don't know it. Ask for another one. Sorry, don't know it. Ask for another one. Sorry, don't know it. Ask for another one. Sorry, don't. I get it. What do you know? Absolutely nothing, you stupid fucking Wonderwall wagon wheel hit the diff looking cunt. I can imagine that's exactly all it is. Hit the diff!
Aye. Give me the guitar, I'll play Wonderwall.
Anyway, question is, when people find out you're a comedian, what's the most annoying thing they do?
Tell us a joke.
Yeah, they think that you just have a ream of jokes that you can just spit out at the drop of a hat.
Yeah.
When you're like, no, it involves writing material and having a set and some sort of acting.
Do you know, I've started when people go, "Who would you say is your favourite comedian?" I go, because I love talking about it.
Yeah.
And then that's like the floodgates open for me to bore people to death about stand-up.
Yeah.
That's my.
That's how you get your.
That's my revenge.
You get your money back at the buffet there.
Yeah.
Or I'm going.
Frankie Boyd's latest work is very important socially, and
you do comedy. Tell you how I like Lee Evans. How do you know?
What do you call that? By its sweats all the time.
Is it the only DVD you've seen? Aye. How do you know?
You can't beat pale.
You couldn't be bad to Lee Evans now.
I like Lee Evans.
Whatever. Shop around before you tell me he's the best fucking comedian in the world. This one's from D. Gallagher. An idiot. What, would you ever consider a podcast tour of the world? Basically like a travel blogger, but people would actually follow you to see where you go and what you get up to. I suggest Australia as your first stop. I mean, yeah, that's with the aid of Patreon and you know,
with the sniffles,
podcasts that make money. Yes, that could very well be on the cards, because then you could be still making money while you're on tour and doing a podcast and making vlogs and stuff, but then there wouldn't be such an emphasis on losing a whole pile of money booking a venue and no one going.
Aye,
you get me. I would do that 100%. Also, we're probably going to go to LA in November.
Yeah,
but then McCann has a month's holiday in January or something, wants to do like a wee road trip.
Oh, let's fucking do it in January then.
So me and you should just go to that.
Yes,
I'll take Maureen to LA for her birthday.
that'll be fucking class.
When's the Limelight gig being released as a podcast YouTube vid? The podcast will probably come out when we record a new live podcast next Wednesday. The video isn't available. There was a fuck up, so there you go. On the topic of Mickey and his CBD oil from a couple of podcasts ago.
All the THC stuff.
THC.
Yeah.
Have either of you had any funny bad weed incidents?
I'm trying to think. I've Whitey and bugged. Because I
Have
think
you?
Well, the amount of times you end up smoking weed or
When you're black?
when you've been drinking. I'm trying to think. Probably a couple. I remember like smoking some of the stuff we had one time, and I took the rest of the joint home with me.
Oh, yeah,
because
no
half of it did both of us.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll fucking smoke this myself. And like, it kicked in that I was cleaning my kitchen, and at one point it was holding the plate to put in the dishwasher, and just felt myself go, "What's the fucking point?"
Yeah, me and Maureen went a bit overboard one time. I don't know, no real fucking crazy horror stories, because you're not. We doesn't like drink. We are out of your fucking mind, and you do stupid shit. You're just like, as bad as you get is you're on a couch going, "Let the storm pass."
The time I edit in Australia and got fucking paranoid, because I was thinking about this the other day. There was a point where I met another bunch of comedians that I'd met in Sydney that were going into the wee market that I was panicking trying to get out of, and I deleted them off Facebook because it was so fucked. I was like, they're going to talk about that. They're going to talk about that.
Fly releasing.
Is it fuck? That was the worst day of my life.
I mean, fucking.
Have a nice fucking time.
I don't really have any fucking crazy stories, like. Really? I can remember just annoying ones, like, I remember being in the house when I was younger and would smoke some fucking something out of a Coke tin or something, trying to be badass. And I remember watching Still Game, or Chewing the Fat at the time, and there's a bit where, you know, like the kid will say something and the parent's like, "I smell shite," like that. And Dave said something like that, and I had a bowl of Cocoa Pops, and I went with so much force that all of the Cocoa Pops left the bowl, and I was just trying to fucking, out of my mind, like sweep up fucking milk and Cocoa Pops. Put the milk in the Cocoa Puffs, milky.
I remember once smoking a lot of weed, and the next day walking through Derry and getting the traffic lights and forgetting how to cross the road. Because I remember there's a wee old woman standing beside me, and I looked at her like, oh. She started walking. I was like, "Ah, yes, of course, walking. Yes."
Well done, old lady. Please do more Barry the Blender sketches. My sons love it. I do them all the fucking time. See,
How old are your sons?
We did a podcast, right? And then I did a podcast by myself, and someone goes, do another one with Mickey. And you're like, have you just listened to one that we done together? There's loads. And
There's
there
an
will
entire back catalogue.
And there will be loads. It's just today I did one by myself.
Aye.
Give me a fucking break, dickhead. For
Although
sure.
when I found out you did a podcast by yourself, it's like when your wife catches you wanking. Like, why'd you do that?
You fucking pig.
You're disgusting.
You bastard.
Couldn't wait for me to get back.
You and your big dick energy. Let me see. How the fuck am I supposed to write this? 6-9. This stupid cunt. Let me see. Court. He went to court. What was he wearing in court?
Who is this guy?
He's a rapper who's very, very popular with the young kids.
Uh-huh.
But I'll tell you right now, he's fucking bollocks. He's a savage though, you know. He shoots people, and he's a bad man. Do you want to hear one of his dickhead songs?
Nah.
What do you hear? It's so.
That's not the bloke who beat his fucking pregnant girlfriend, is it?
Nah, he got shot. Thank fuck.
Oh yeah, that's who it was. Yeah.
Can't get my dick in my pants. Like, just so dirt. Like, what's this one? Is it Gomo? Is that a big song? He drops the N-bomb way too much for clearly a white man.
Yeah.
It's only got 236 million hits.
Can't believe I missed another video.
I'll see y'all later. So woo!
Pop these niggas like a willy nigga. You a silly nigga in the hole with them Billy niggas and them Hoover niggas. You run up and they shooting niggas. We ain't hooping nigga. No KB, you a loser nigga. Out that Uzi nigga on the stoop cribs.
He's white as fuck.
I just don't like him.
He's dropping M-bombs all over the place. Why do they always pretend to be hard? That's what cracks me up. I'm really fucking... There was one, what's his name? Lil Pump. And he was all like, yeah, fucking Gucci gang. You fuck your bitch and all this shit. And then you see him and you're like, are you 9? Why's your body... You're not even like a man. Don't be getting all hard. I don't know why that annoys me. Like, be like 50 Cent or something. You know what I mean? He might beat your shit in at a push, like, but not this guy. Like, yeah, I'm getting pubes next month. Stop saying N-bombs because you're white. That's so dark. That's dick. Let me see what this one is. Like,
hold up, let me get it started. BB with the Robins, looking all retarded. BB sagging, fly like a dragon. Bitches suck my dick 'cause I fly like
Aladdin. I hope like one of the Bloods, like someone in the Blood gang, actually just kills him.
All right.
And I ain't even cash out. I back out straight to the trap house. I blow it back out. Pull the tracks out. Got it running like a track now. Like a smackdown. Rock bottom, I'ma pin it down. Hold on. Let me get it.
I'd love to
turn this shit off.
It's so bollocks. I would love to see, like like rap videos when they're all like, I'm in the fucking shower with some bitches, and then they're all just like, and that's a rap, folks, and they're like, okay, thanks, and they just get all their shit and go, I'll invoice you.
Yeah.
And he's like, cool.
Can I have one of them sandwiches?
By the way, you dropped the M-bomb far too much for a very obviously white guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Any more questions?
Yep.
I'm getting a wee bit hungry. Don't we get food?
Yeah, we can go get food, yeah. I'm certainly not cooking any here. I'm just looking for... Oh, boy, he's a deer. There's 9 flies on my legs. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Got your back on Patreon. All the best. Cheers, Lord Firefox. I don't know. The rate that I change my fucking mind, you might come back. I might have all these plans, and then you come back to me in a year, and I'm like, do you know what I'm really into right now?
I'm a transgender black woman now.
Baking. I got really into baking, and I'm the best. Just so over the top confident. I'm the fucking best baker.
Taste that Madeira.
In this
Tell me it's not the moistest.
The moistest. I don't know. I mean, ideally, I would like to be podcasting full time for full time money.
Yeah.
And then I can just be like, I fancy a month in my LA studio.
Yeah.
See ya.
That would be nice.
Mickey in a case. We should all go see Aaron for real.
Yeah, I'm definitely up for that.
Shouldn't we?
Yeah. Definitely.
Because I said it's Maureen's birthday around the time he's doing that big gig, but I was like, Maureen, we'll go for your birthday, but also that gig's happening. So maybe do like a wee stretch of time. Oh, birthday celebrations.
Yeah.
Send her home, and then the lads. But you know what I mean.
When the wife's away, the boys can
go eat burgers twice a day. What's best, In and Out or Shake Shack?
Let's find out.
And you eat them both, and then you're like, I'm just not sure.
Aye.
Go back the next day.
Is there 5 Bays out here?
5 Bays? Hi, my name is Alex. I'm just messaging you to see if you ever do any stand-up gigs at weddings. No, neither should anybody else.
Yeah,
you should never book a comedian
Never,
for your
ever do
wedding. Don't book a comedian for your wedding. I had my wedding recently, and I had my sister's wedding recently, and a fucking comedian would have ruined both days.
Yeah.
Don't bother. There's a video of a guy. What's the podcast app you said was now available on Android? SoundCloud does my tits in. That's the Dave Canning. It's the fucking podcast app. I'm pretty sure that you can get on. You can get on Apple, so it should look a little something like this. Open up. You fucking dildo.
I have no idea what's happening here.
See that purple thing there? That's what she said. See that purple thing? Should look like that, and you simply searched my fucking name, and that's it. That's the end of the questions.
That us?
Oh, that's us. That's about it.
Get your tickets.
Get your tickets. Look me right in the eye.
Look at him.
You're gonna fucking hate yourself if you don't go to this gig.
I
And
agree.
worse than that, Mickey's gonna hate you forever.
Oh, I'll never talk to you again.
He won't.
Like, you'll be all here, Mickey, and I'll be all... Shh.
But it's gonna be a lot of fun. Stand up, other stuff.
Talking shite.
We got videos
Drinking
prepped.
beers.
It's gonna be hilarious, which is American for hilarious.
Yeah, I like
It's
that.
just gonna be real good. I don't know what else to say. The last one was fucking tremendous. No bullshit. Like, it literally changed my mind on how I feel about straight stand up because it was so funny. I went through a bit of a crisis. I was like, I don't know if I want to do stand up anymore because that was so much fun. So just get your tickets to it. Shine.net. You'll see my name. You'll see Mickey's name. And that's about it. Get yourself
Get it done.
Motherfuckers.
Book the next day off work.
Yeah.
Because we going to get crunk. Can you still say crunk?
Yeah, book a doctor's appointment
Yeah.
to get the pill and then
Yeah.
just enjoy yourself.
Yeah, you're going to get crunk.
Let's go get this money. Green Gucci suit, 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 green Gucci suit.
It's just Ricky Rose.
Honey backwoods and some Gucci shoes.
Do you mind if I sold you, boy?
Green Gucci suit, green Gucci suit, green Gucci suit, green Gucci suit, green Gucci suit. Pack a honey backwood and some Gucci shoes. Pack a honey backwood and some Gucci shoes. Pack a honey backwood and some.
My back is sweating profusely.
Let's go eat sandwiches.
Green Gucci suit, green Gucci suit,
That's
green
gangster
Gucci.
as fuck.
Watch your millions every day, and I'ma check it off. Look, here shawty if you wanna ball. In my D-Wade jersey, so who wanna wall? Got me kicking in the door in my new Gucci boots. Whole squad Gucci down, we the Gucci crew. Cuban links, diamond dripping in the newest mix. When you see me, baby.
ColinGeddis.com for merch. General Banter, or what is it? Patreon.com/General Banter Podcast. If you want to, support the podcast, take it easy, guys.
Oh, so I'm going to the Fringe. So if you want to, if you live in Scotland, buy tickets to my show.
Yeah.
But more importantly,
get your tickets at Ed Fringe.
yeah,
Is it .com
Gilda Balloon or something.
Gilda Balloon /Gilda Balloon /Mickey Bartlett.
Yeah.
And yeah, what else are you really going to see at the Fringe? Bunch of fucking mime artists.
Fuck that.
Oh, we're doing a recreation of a Shakespeare play for money. Because it would be hard pushed to go for
Not at
free.
all. Come
You
here,
fucking
your Uncle Mickey talk about bumholes and willies.
drama pieces of shit.
You get mad gangster there after that song, didn't you? Oh, you hurting me face?
I hit myself.
Oh no.
I'll edit that out.
Bye.